Hello everybody, I hope you're good. You'll have to pardon me for speaking a little bit softly. I'm still having problems talking for too long. So, hi Lianka, hi Karen, hi Sharon, hi Ramona, hi Catherine, hi Elaine. I am feeling much better, but I discovered yesterday when I had the live for my sponsors that talking for a long time still bothers me, because taking deep breaths still bothers me, and from time to time when you talk you kind of have to take a deep breath. So that's it. But I thought of showing you a really neat trick of using your scrap clay. And let me see, I think it looks a little bit too dark, doesn't it? Oh, this should be better. Alright. Hi Colleen, hi Darla. So I have here some scrap clay. As you can see, it's not perfectly well mixed, and that's absolutely fine. And what else I'm going to need? Some black, some white, and some scraps of other colors. And you don't even have to have everything perfectly mixed or perfectly pure. Like here I have some white with other colors in it, but it's mostly white, so it's going to be just fine. And I'm going to add a little bit of this black. Hi Janine. And I know my hair doesn't look good because I was still not able to fully wash it properly. It's and I did have some issues when it comes to yesterday. I had to go with the texture of a clay, so that wasn't very nice. So as you can see, what I'm doing right now is simply mixing some black in the scrap. And it doesn't really matter what hue of mud your scrap is. You can go with any of them the same way. I'm just trying to mix it a little bit faster by doing this. And I didn't mix it ahead of time because I had to show you how to mix it. But it's something that can be done without a lot of expertise, so to speak. And it makes very pretty results. Okay, I'm gonna turn to the machine now. And again, as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect mixed. Hi Karen. Yeah, I guess you did, but you know it's there and the link is in the group, so you can always go and watch it. So now I'm going to put some white in here. But yeah, what I'm doing right now is trying to catch up with the house chores. Yeah, I was even going to try to do yesterday to catch up on the missed one from last week. I was going to try and do 2 lives in one day, but I got so tired and pain coming back from talking that I rescheduled the second one for this coming week. Things happen. I know there was something with the email server on my hosting Friday, so some of the emails might have gotten out late. Okay, I think I'm gonna add even more white just to be on the safer side. And it's entirely up to you if you want to make it darker or if you want to make it lighter. It's, as I said, entirely up to you. So what I'm going to do now is to cut and stack, because I don't want these to be too thin. And again, the thickness and everything is entirely up to you, because this is all a very random thing. So I got this, right? And I'm going to flatten it a bit, flipping, so that, because remember the bottom always stays behind when you have a stack. And I'm going to cut again and stack. Pretty much like this. And one more time. Now if you want to do your moth wings, hi Sonia, if you want to do your moth wings darker, you can add less of the lighter color, or thinner, or just stack less. With the whiter, make the darker part thicker. Now I'm going to do one thing that might seem a little bit weird for you. Just slice. And then try to put it back together. And let's consolidate this again. And slice again. And I'm gonna have to slice several times. And don't go on the lines that you already sliced them on. And remember, it's a moth, so if you want to do a butterfly, it's not the same pattern. But some moths can be really beautiful too. Here I'm just showing you how to get a moth thing using just scrap clay. All right, now my next thing. So this will be my actual wing. So I want to put something darker at the end. So I'm going to use some black. Just cutting off the extra. Got this. Hi Adelaide. Then I'm going to add some, I got some blue around here also from all kinds of scraps. So this is about this tall, so I'm going to insert one here and one here. And again, this is very random. You can insert whatever feels good for you. And let me give it here a round, actually 2 rounds. So I'm going to go with 2 vertical cuts. So remember, this is going to be the wing. And what color should I put of all the scrap that I have here? And go with, I have some beigeish stuff. It doesn't even have to be very well mixed, as I said before. Hi Francis. So I am going to do a little, not really snake but not really string, kind of like in between. And dang, I thought I already, yes I do, I thought I already got out a toothpick. So let me give it a hole here. And another hole here. And let's consolidate again. And now I'm going to go with the whole slicing thing, but, and again, so this will be the face, the slice I'm going to cut for the wing. And I'm going to cut, not slice, all the way down. Not all the way down, kind of like to the middle. Make a lot of cuts and put it back again, and again a lot of cuts, because what will this do is going to just create a pretty much ikat like effect, and from time to time reconsolidate and then place it back here, and again. Put back together, reconsolidate, and do this like 3 or 4 times on each end. Yeah, a cord would be a good. Now I have to warn you again, I still didn't have enough to get a new graphics card, so if I suddenly disappear, just watch my channel because I'll be back online. I don't know if it's gonna allow me to continue this live or if I'm gonna have to start another one, but just be aware of the fact that I might disappear. Alright, so I think I'm good on this side. And thus, after I am done doing all those little cuts, I'm going to go on the other side, and again make sure that my thing is well stuck to the tile. I did twice, 3 times. Just be careful, don't go all the way to the other side. And now, even if you have different colors in it that are not very well mixed, once you start cutting the wings, it's going to be just fine because of the Natasha effect. Houdini. Yeah, I wish I wasn't a Houdini, but alright, and at this point I am almost, let me make a few more. And remember, I made this a little bit larger than I normally would, so that you can see better what I'm doing. I normally would make these a little bit smaller. Okay, now we can start reducing this. And I'm going to slightly triangularize it, very slightly. And round up one of the corners, not both, but it needs to be a little bit rounded up. And you can make 2 different ones with 2 different patterns if you so wish. Alright, now I am going to keep the ends to do the body. So this would be one slice from one end and the other slice from the other end. And what I'm going to do with it is, again, stack it. And then do again that slicey thing. Alrighty. So now I am pretty good. I can start building my moth. Hi, Mona. Okay, now I'm going to just grab some scrap to make a little body. And the scrap doesn't even have to be mixed. And you can place this on a brooch, pin. You can make an earring out of it. You can make a pendant. Entirely up to you what you want to do. Okay. And I don't know if you remember, but a lot of the moths, they can be quite fat. So this is a little bit too fat now. So first create a bead that would be elongated and with pointy ends. And it has to be about as long as the wing. About. And now let's cut slices from the body to cover up the moth body. You can make a separate special one just for the moth if you so desire. And I'm going to slightly overlap them here. And you can try, you know, with more colorful stuff if you want, but the whole idea of this specific thing was to show you how to use scrap clay to make a moth. And we are going to cover the body. Hi, Carla. And I'm going to get a few more here to cover the belly. Okay, now my longish bead is quite covered. Don't forget to cover the ends properly. And one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start narrowing one of the ends about at 1/3, just using my pinky. And round up the very end. And what color did I use for the wings? You can use any of those colors for the eyes. So I'm going to make 2 round beads. There we go. And now we can attach the wings. So I'm going to need 4. And remember, it's based on the Natasha principle. So it doesn't really matter what's inside, you're gonna get even designs. The ones on the bottom. And another thing that you can do, you can put some mica or wax. Hold on, let me see what I've got here. Just to make it, to prettify it, so to speak. So I'm going to give it a little bit of gold. There we go. And the bottom ones go with the rounded part in, and I suggest that you use a piece of paper here to avoid them going all floppy on you. And then use a second piece of paper under the other ones, but I'm going to just show you how it looks in the end. I'm going to remove the paper so you can see how the whole moth looks like. Not sure if you can see it properly, but with these being straight, not flopping down like this, you can place the wings. You can, another thing that you can do, you can first bake the wings flat, and then when you make the body, make small incisions here. Insert the wings if you want it to look even more, but even like this on top of it, it will look just fine. And another thing that I would do here, honestly, instead of these, I would use rhinestones. And here I would put something, you know, some kind of bead decoration, something, just to make it prettier. But if you want to kind of cover up this whole thing, one thing that you can do is just flatten some color. It can be black, it can be whatever you decide it to be. Do a triangle out of it. And place it here. But yeah, this is how you can make. It's a little bit too light now. It looks more normal. This is how you can make a moth. And again, I made it much bigger than I normally make something like this. And when you bake them, you'll need 2 pieces of paper under each of the sets of wings. So you place one wing set, and then you put another piece of paper and put the other wing set. But I cannot show you with the paper in the way how it would look like. So I thought it would be something interesting that you can use your scrap clay for, and just keep trying. And I think I might make a playlist with stuff made out of scrap clay, because remember, I do have quite a few tutorials that are made entirely with scrap clay. And now hopefully once I get healed from all this and finish cleaning the house, I'll be able to get back on track, because I had a lot of plans for the new year, but unfortunately that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. So I hope where you are going to try and again use various color combinations. You can mix the scrap clay with black and white, or you can put some reddish in there or some greenish or something. And one thing that I wanted to say, I am very grateful for all your well wishes, and but for the ones of you who recommend me all kinds of yoga and other things, those are good for people who still have their muscles. I do not have the muscle, the latissimus dorsi muscle. That's the big muscle that goes kind of like triangular from the under the arm all the way on your back to the waist. And because they took them out to recreate my breasts, they put it under the arm, and all that area now is scar tissue, and apparently that is what messed me up, because when I reached to trim my toenails, that scar tissue pulled on the muscles on the side, and that's how I got a muscle strain that was horribly painful. So I hope you all liked it, and by next Sunday I should be fine and have no problems talking and no problems doing anything. But yeah, I thought that this shouldn't take a lot of time, so I wouldn't have to talk for too long. And it is interesting enough for you to try it. I know it looks kind of dull, but moths are dull, but when you make them, I'll try and make one the way that I normally make it, so you can see how it is. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you all next Sunday. Don't forget to thumbs up, and don't forget to use my Amazon influencer store and my PolyClay Play affiliate, so we can have a giveaway soon.